What's good, guys? My name is Aaron. Before we get into this, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because this video took me such a long time to make. Also, become a member. This video is a bit laggy here and there because my computer is a potato. So welcome to my 100 days in Ark Survival Evolved Ragnarok. Hell yeah. We start our 100-day adventure by collecting berries and fibre, leveling up all the key skills, and punching some trees to get our pickaxe and all that lovely stuff, just like all survival games. I killed a dodo because he looked at me funny, then I took his hide just to prove a point. Then I made myself a campfire to cook my food and some lovely warmth, and then we moved on with our day. It's first tame time. Level 60 Pteranodon, land bowler, yeah. Whack it in the noggin with a thingy, just like the caveman I am, and the bastard flies away. I'm fuming, bloody fuming. In my anger, I punched the dodo, and it died. Now it's base building time. I make myself a lovely little rectangle. Then we add some walls for more protection, and then house. Now we have to get some metal in order to build this beautiful machine here. The smelter. Placed it in a dumb area, and then I decided to go one step further and get myself a smithy too. Hell yeah. After doing all of that, this stupid bird killed me. After this dumbass bird killed me, it just got worse. I was trying to tame this trike, and my crossbow broke. And then I broke. Again, I'm having a tough time. It's a good job it's not hardcore, innit? But some good news, I tamed a Pteranodon. And it's okay. We named him Peter. You know, why not? And then, with Peter, we took to the skies. It was the best feeling of the day. Now we can get as much metal as we want. I mean, all the metal. We got like 200. Then we smelt it. Fantastic. Make some armor, even better. And now we're getting crystals. Hell yeah, boys. It was going pretty well, but then the worst thing I could have possibly imagined happened. We encountered two scorpions, and they were just going after the Pteranodon. PE managed to kill one, but the other one just got so hungry for my face and went after it, and I passed out. And I was stressing at this point. This scorpion is absolutely wailing on me. And what's Peter doing? He's going ham on him, obviously. Peter did it. He killed the scorpion. He did it.
At this point, I decided to finally make myself a long neck rifle. So I did it. And now I'm hunting a thingy, a rock boy, a dodecahedron. No, a dodec. There he is, hiding away in the grass, and right in the head. Taming him was actually very easy because I could just hide up on this rock and he could not touch me. So I just absolutely wailed arrows into his face and he finally gave up and ran away from me. But obviously I did not take that until I got attacked by these bastards. They would not leave me alone. But we done it, and we continued shooting good old Dodec until we passed out. I don't have the footage for this, but I'm nearly dead because I fell off my Pteranodon whilst I was trying to find the Dodec because I lost where he was. I put him into the little Pokeball thing, and off we went back to our base because we now finally had a decent dino to harvest rocks with. Next on the agenda was to make some more narcotics because I was running low, and off on an adventure to get this supply drop. But did I know it was gonna get really bad from here? I got off Peter and this little fucker here started to attack me, and just, it was awful. It killed me. It was level 130. I had to get a different Pteranodon for this because obviously I died with Peter there. I didn't record taming it, but we got there with Pteranodon. Petey was fighting the little shitbag. He died. Petey died. In anger, I'm standing up on this rock just wailing arrows on him, and he just Oh, it's such a sad day. So sad. During the onslaught of arrows, Argentavis just appeared and started attacking me. I continued to try and kill the scorpion whilst the new Pteranodon started fighting him, and he killed him. In my surprise, baffled me, and I also managed to kill the scorpion too. There was one scorpion left, and he ran away from me. We managed to find PE's inventory, so I moved it all over, hopped on the new Pteranodon, and we went home. Day 10 to 20. Day 10 started with me using my Dodic to get a bunch of stone and everything, and I remembered how fun rolling around on a Dodic actually was. I hadn't done it in such a long time. With all of the stone that I obtained, I decided to make a trap to catch more difficult dinos in. And the first dino I decided to try and tame was a lovely little Triceratops. And my god, was it difficult to try and get his attention, to get him to fall into this bloody pit trap thing. Oh, it was a nightmare. We finally got the Triceratops into the pit thing, and I started wailing all my arrows on him, and he finally fell unconscious. Now it's time for the big boy trap. We're making a trap so I can catch an Argentavis. Catching an Argy would be so good because I'll actually be able to carry all of the ores and metals that I need. So we make our way over to the mountain top area bit where all the Argies live, and I'm trying to find a high level, and I find a 141. Perfect. So we engage and we try and get his attention. He follows me. Well, 3 of them do, but the one that we want is following me, and we get him in the trap. Yes, first try, baby. And we start shooting the poor guy in the head, and it goes how you expect it to go, until the worst possible thing could happen. The bastard got out and flew away. I was so annoyed, but we try and run after him, and he actually got away until I got a second one in here, and I made the trap shorter. Blasted him in the head. What do you expect? He fell unconscious. It was another level 141. It was a female one. Perfect. Couldn't be happier. The RG finally tamed, so with great thought I decided to name the RG Ivy. Good old Ivy. And we continued making more base area space. I just made a 2x3 platform outside so I can put a whole bunch of smelters on there, because I wanted to make as many smelters as I possibly could to get as much metal as I possibly could. And then we went and actually got more metal, because I still don't have a dino to harvest metal with. Because I'm not a very smart boy, I decided to go to a beaver dam and not think, and I just got destroyed by all of these bloody beavers. I wasn't thinking, and I didn't put Ivy on neutral, so Ivy flew away from me to try and fight the beavers, and I died. And this is where, again, it just rinse and repeats of me dying constantly. I get back, I get all my shit, and what do I decide to do? I decide to jump back into the water to try and get the thing again, and it goes badly because I died again. Horrible time. Just as I was about to jump on Ivy as well. Absolutely gutted about this. It was driving me insane. Because I used both my Pteranodon and Ivy to get over there, I had to tame yet another Pteranodon in order to fly back over there to get Ivy and my Pteranodon back. So we tame him up and we fly all the way back over to where the shit show happened. We get there, I get my stuff eventually, and I'm smart this time. I don't do something stupid, which is actually a good thing, until I start getting attacked by a bloody dinosaur, whatever the bloody thing's called, and my spear broke, so it killed me. That's 4 times in the same bloody area. This time I ran all the way back and just got straight on my RG, and I carried a beaver because the beaver killed me so many times, and also very good at harvesting wood, so I put them in, and we got followed by terror birds, and the terror bird just went havoc and killed all my things. So I decided to try and tame the terror bird, and I put him in my little pen. Oh, I missed. No, what a shame. So I decided to kill it instead, out of anger. Now it's time to get a bit more of an exotic tame. So we went and got ourselves a saber cat, and the entire flight back, the bastard was hitting me, so I decided to hit it back with tranquilizer darts. He went to sleep, and I made a fabricator. What a jump that was. We finally got our fabricator so we can make some cool shit. So I made scuba gear because I want to get the best dino possible, and that dino was, of course, a megalodon. We are trying to get keratin and stuff like that, so I can make all the things we need for that. And then I find a really good drop, and there was some cool stuff in there, so I took it all. Why not? Still on the keratin hunt, and we finally have enough to make the polymer that we need, and with the polymer we can make a scuba tank. Day 20 to 30. To start it off, I shot a dodo in the head with my very nice long neck rifle because I just felt like it, and then we shot another bird because I felt like it, and another bird. But I'm just taking my anger out on everything at the moment. Then we see a level 60 pteranodon. That was a really cool colour, so I wanted it. So we bowled him, and I trank darted him in the head. One shot it took. Very nice. And now we're going back to the beaver dam because I want to get myself a beaver and not be stupid and die 5 times. Because I'm a small brain, I got distracted and ended up going somewhere completely different, and I found this really cool like oasis area, and I found a Therizinosaur, can't say it, level 130. I wanted it so bad. And I remember back in the day you could pick them up with an RG, but then I worked out that you couldn't now because they patched it, because that used to be very overpowered. So I just started firing darts at him to try and tame it, and finally I landed a dart. I didn't think this bit through because I didn't know how many darts it would take to knock the beefy boy out, and I just kept shooting at him, not realising that a lot of the time he was in water and he could have drowned afterwards. Not positive thinking over here, you know. Then all hell broke loose and the Therizinosaur started whacking my RG and then whacking me, and I was so close to death. I got stuck in the water and then a dillo killed me. We're not having a good time, ladies and gentlemen. I jumped on my pteranodon and we flew all the way back. I got my stuff, finally, and surprisingly my RG was still alive, which I was not expecting in the slightest. We ran back home because I was scared and panicked, destroyed the RG taming jail prison trap, and started to get destroyed by this bloody raptor. Which again, incredible colours. There was so many like cool reds and stuff in this little world. So I threw a bowler at his face because I wanted it, and then I shot it in the head with some trank darts after killing the dillo. Yeah, I have 2 long neck rifles, by the way, I forgot to mention that. But we killed the dillo, with one stern headshot to the face, and then knocked the raptor out with one headshot to the face. And I put on the animated show skin because I thought it looked super cool. And then this is the most of the raptor you'll see this entire playthrough. On day 24 we set sail, and I got attacked by this thing, a Cryolosaurus or something. I was bloody terrified. He froze both me and Ivy completely still and was just doing a crazy amount of damage to Ivy. And then we managed to break free, Ivy was tranquilized, and I managed to fly away. And I decided to build a little base thing on top of another like oasis looking kind of thing. This is because I decided that I wanted to get a baryonyx, and yet again I didn't realise that they had patched it and you can no longer pick up a baryonyx with an Argentavis. And then a Dillo killed me. I hopped on my beautiful red pteranodon, flew back, got all of my shit, and I lost Ivy until I got attacked by those bastards again, and they killed me again. Once the bastards killed me, I gave up, jumped on Ivy, and I flew towards the red drop that I really desperately wanted. Once I got there, I looked inside and I found this, a beautiful shotgun. By the way, I lost 2 in-game days of recording, so we're now on day 27. Sorry. And we are building the main base to attach it to the little hovel hole we got. Continue to grind by grabbing wood and thatch because I need it to make everything. And once we gained all of this, we built even more walls because, you know, walls are great and walls keep you safe. So I went like very high with them, put the ceiling in because, you know, it's got to be multi-story. You can't have a house that isn't multi-story. During the footage that I had lost, I managed to tame a baryonyx and bring it back to the base and grab some oil. Then we went back to the beaver dam to try and tame a beaver. So we dropped him inside of the house where I made a makeshift taming pen and just fired darts at him. And once he passed out, we tamed him and we went and grabbed a bunch of wood because his like harvesting was absolutely insane. And I honestly think beavers are one of my new favourite dinos. He was so fun to run around on and just destroy trees and shit. Had a blast. Now it's time to connect the 2 bases with a very dodgy, wonky looking pathway because I could not get the angle to properly snap on the stone foundations, so it was janky. I ended up not really caring that much and decided to extend my main base out a bit so we can make a breeding ground, which was super exciting because it's time to breed. Oh, day 30 to 40, woo! I started by putting barriers around the breeding area so my dinos wouldn't fall off and perish, and placing walls on the 2nd story of the main base. You have to, and we need stairs as well so we can get up. And then we commence with the flooring because you need floor to stand on. So the 2nd level of the base was coming along beautifully. If I'm going to start breeding dinos, I need a generator so I can make AC units so I can hatch all the eggs and stuff. So I went out gathering all the metal that I needed in order to make all of the crap that I needed to make. The base is looking great now, by the way. The door's open and we got 2 levels and oh, it's so juicy. And Ivy's living on top. We fly all the way over to here. Jump on the baryonyx, it's called Bazza, even though she's a female, and we go looking for black pearls, I think, or silica pearls. I can't remember what they're called now. Couldn't find any for a long time because I didn't know where they spawned in on this map until we actually found some, and it was a decent amount, but my god, it was horrible. And also kept drowning so fast because I kind of gave up making the gear, the scuba gear. Oh, I decided to fire a tech thing and then place down my AC units, and I got so confused at this. I've never really used AC units before. Cables, hate them, absolutely hate them. Bane of my existence. They were like protruding out of every fucking platform that I put down, and I didn't understand it, and I ended up destroying walls accidentally, platforms accidentally, just trying to get to that bloody cable. So to make myself feel better, I went out on my Dodic and started rolling around gathering stone, because I destroyed a lot of platforms. Jumped on my beaver to get some wood and thatch. You gotta. There's a start over and shot all the AC units with the S Plus destruction gun, and went into the water just opposite my base because I found out there was a ship there that had loads of stuff, and I got attacked by sea scorpions, and it was painful because my baryonyx was tranquilized. But we got so many black pearls from this, and he was also nearly dead, which is not good, but we got so much good stuff from that, and I decided to make some new flak armor because mine had broken. So that's pretty cool. Jumped on Ivy and flew all the way over to where I had the massive trouble with the scorpion when I had Petey, and I decided to build a trap to catch a Therizinosaurus, because I had to Google it, and it turns out they spawn around here. So with the trap, we put a large bear trap in the middle of a bunch of pillars, lured it in, gets caught, and then we run all the way behind him and put down the pillar behind him, but he wouldn't fit because the tail was in the way, so I made some extra ones to make sure he wouldn't escape. And I forgot to put Ivy on neutral, and he got hit a couple of times, but it's okay, it works. So we started just wailing him in the head until he finally passed out, and then I went to Ivy to get the prime meat, gave the Therizinosaur the prime meat, and just waited for him to tame up. Once he tamed up, we decided to not name them because I had 2 now, and we started breeding straight away. We waited for a little bit, and then we got our first fertile Therizinosaur egg. Incredible. We disabled mating, and I hopped on my Triceratops and went to get some more ingredients so I can make narcotic and all that wonderful lovely stuff. We put some of our eggs down so we could get them going and get them to hatch, and 1 hatched and then 2 hatched. So we decided to name them Tiki Taki. Why? I don't know. So at this point we had Tiki Taki, Piney and Patch. I didn't record all of the hatchings because otherwise we'd be here all day, because I went through a lot of them. Got another one, named it Lanny, and then named the other one Lemmy. 2 more, and we named them Luthor. Why, I don't know again. It was now time to go on a long, arduous journey way out of my comfort zone, because I wanted to try and find the legendary Wyvern Trench, because I wanted to get myself a pet dragon, because that's every little boy's wish, is to have a pet dragon. So we set sail on our bird and flew over loads of cool scenery that I wish I'd discovered before so I could build a base there. We found a massive volcano that had loads of cool other bugs here. It had basilisks, it had the mantis. I really wanted to tame a mantis, but I couldn't because you needed like an egg of some sort or something, I don't know. But we couldn't get one. We killed a couple of centipede things, and we found it. We found the Wyvern Trench. We made it. And there were so many wyverns around. There was a bunch of lightning wyverns, there was a fire wyvern, there was a couple of poison wyverns, and I was so scared, and then I saw it down there, the gem. It was a lightning wyvern egg, and I tried to go and grab it, and I ended up getting attacked by a fire wyvern, and it was terrifying. I thought I was going to die. So I decided to attempt to fight them and I gave up because I was going to die. It was the worst experience of my life. I ended up finding this little cave in the redwoods. I had no idea it was even here, so we just kind of flew around it a little bit, and we found a thing, a trophy. I didn't even plan to find this, we just did. It was a complete happy coincidence. We went back to the wyvern trench because I decided that I really wanted that wyvern egg more than anything, and then we got attacked by another bloody wyvern. I just couldn't catch a break at this point, so we flew away to try and not die. So I pursued it to attack it. Oh, it was a poison wyvern, not a fire wyvern. And we just flew around in circles in the air, fighting each other. What a glorious moment this was. I never thought I'd be fighting a bloody dragon. But, you know, it is what it is, and we were doing it. Was we winning? I don't know. Until we killed it. We did it. The dragon died. At this point, my health was low, Ivy's health was low, and I just thought, fuck this, I'm gonna go for it. So we went to get the wyvern egg, the first wyvern egg of the playthrough, and it was right there, a lightning wyvern egg. We hopped off Ivy, and it was a decent one, but we were too heavy, so we just hopped on Ivy and got absolutely blitzed by a wyvern drake. Oh, it was horrible. My life flashed before my eyes. I couldn't get away that well because he was just on my arse. And that's what happens when you steal a dragon egg. They come after you with a vengeance. We got into a heated battle just like the poison one, and then a fire dragon decided to show up for the party. And it all went tits up. Poor Ivy. Poor Ivy died. And so did I. I was absolutely gutted. So I hopped onto my Pteranodon to go back and claim all of my goods and my dragon egg. We got back there and we had the wyvern egg. So we put the wyvern egg down, it was level 99, and we got ready to hatch in, and we hatched a baby wyvern. As you can tell, I was very excited about this. Finally, level 155. So we decided to name the wyvern Kenzo, because I thought it would be a cool dragon name. Put down this little thing that I think it's called a soul terminal, that we could put down and put all of our souls into, the little glass balls that we put all of our dinos in. Put them all in there, and I went hunting for some more trophies so I could fight the boss. The first one we went looking for was the easiest one that you can get. All you got to do is break the 2 rocks by the big monkey statues, and it's right there. Yeah, the artifact of the strong. We got it, it was ours, and then we just left. The next one, we hopped on the back of one of our Therizinosaurs, and we was inside of a cave. It took me forever to get through this cave, but we did it. We found the artifact of the immune. So we're flying back to the base so we can put all of our artifacts on display, and they looked incredible. So very nice, so very good. Love it. This artifact was probably the hardest thing I have done in this game for a long time. We had to fight so many megalodons and so many Tuthos, the big squid things. Oh, it was a brain ache. In the end, we finally found where it was. It was like right below us in a sunken ship, but we had like 6 or 7, that's an over exaggeration. We had like 3 Tuthos after us, and oh my god, it was just a struggle. Tuthos are honestly the most scary mob in this game. I don't care what anyone says. They can capture your tame and like suck the life out of them and kill them and kill you. And there's like 4 of them here, 3 or 4 of them. Nightmare, absolute nightmare. So I decided to dip and swim straight down, for the artifact, and the Tusos would not leave me alone. They were just ganging up on me, and then it all went up in flames, and I died. And I died a good 3 or 4 times trying to do this, I'm not gonna lie. I was able to respawn back at the canoe, but this was a bad idea. I literally spent 3 in-game days trying to do this and realised that I didn't record it properly. But we got the artifact of the Devourer. It's gonna look so suspect, but I can promise you it was a lot of stress and a lot of agony. The last one we are trying to find, I believe this is the last one, is the Labyrinth one. You go through this little cute tunnel, and once you're through the tunnel, the very slow tunnel that takes forever, you're encountered by an actual like cool old school labyrinth, and you've got to work your way through it in order to like get the artifact that you want. I'm not gonna lie, I was really struggling with this puzzle to the point where I had to Google it, because I just couldn't work it out because I've only got a small brain. But we managed to work it out and get through it, and nearly dying about twice from falling and once from dehydration, which is not good, never good. I managed to push a button whilst I was on top of the thing and tabbing back out to look at Google, and we did it. We were on to the next section. This section, you can't touch statues or the fire, otherwise you will instantly die. I didn't know that, and I just went straight in, guns blazing. I hit the wrong button and I died immediately. But upon dying, wait for it, my bag somehow fell through the world. So I managed to run all the way back to the labyrinth, and my death beam was there, but the bag was not, which was really confusing. And then I died instantly again because I touched the rubble, I think. So I went back there one more time, and my bags, both my death beams were there, but the bag was not. So I got really confused at this point because I had like some good dinos on me, I had my good guns and everything, so I cheated. I clipped through to go all the way down through the world, and my bag was literally nowhere. It had somehow like fallen through the world or something, or even got destroyed, who knows. Gutted. But we got all the artifacts. We did it. Every single artifact is mine. The labyrinth one I had to spawn in because I could not get through that cave, because every time I died or something I'd just fall through the world. Pain in the ass. Hopped on Kenzo, went over to the beacon thing, and we got all of the Therizinosaurs out. Thing 1, Red, Morp, Lanny, Meep, Blood, Eddie, and that's just to name a few of them. We went round leveling them all up a bit, so we are ready for the final boss fight. It was probably a bad idea to level up health and stuff, because that means they went into the battle all half health, which was not the smartest of ideas, I'm not going to lie. But we did it. We got all of our Therizinosaurs down, and for some stupid reason I went in with Kenzie. But Kenzie didn't come in because I don't think you can bring dragons in. And there was the Manticore. Oh, it's go time, baby. So this is a dual boss fight, I think. You have the Manticore and you also have a dragon. So we started fighting the Manticore. I was just troppling around on the floor because this is my first ever Ark boss fight. So all the Therizinosaurs are fighting them, and I'm shooting the Manticore in the head with my big ass shotgun, the one that we found in the red drop, and we're just wailing on him. We're going ham, blast him in the head. And it's looking decent, it's going okay, you know. I found out that one of my Therizinosaurs are in the background on its own, so I hop on him and I run in and give all my dinos a hand. And you know, the Therizinosaurs, they're killing griffins and pteranodons that are trying to help the manticore. It's going well, it's going okay, I can't complain at this. And then some rock golems appeared and the manticore got super low health, blew all of the Therizinosaurs away from him, so we go back in even harder and even stronger, and we're just absolutely blasting at him. I'm not paying attention to my health and I'm not noticing that my health bar is going down, and then it started happening. All of my Therizinosaurs started dying all at once, to rock elementals, to the dragon, and the Therizinosaur that I was on died as well. I panicked and I just started shooting the manticore with my shotgun. And we did it. We killed the manticore, but then I died. And then all of my Therizinosaurs died. I'm going to call this a half success. I managed to kill the manticore, but then all of my Therizinosaurs died at once. It was atrocious. It was horrible. But we did it. We killed the manticore at least. So that's going to be it for today's video. This took me so much time to make. It was a long process, a lot of hard work, but it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. So if you're still here right now, I'd appreciate it if you could first of all comment down below Pinky, because he was the MVP of this, and also RIP Ivy, you was a good bird, my favourite bird. But like, subscribe and comment, and I will make more of these because it was really fun to do. It's my first kind of video making one of these, but yeah, if you have enjoyed it, like, subscribe, comment, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care and peace.